Welcome to the Mappedin Speaker Series. Hey everybody, I'm Hongwei, one of the founders, and today I'm really lucky to be sitting here with Marcelo from Faire. And Faire is a terrific company that's just been going like crazy, helping brick-and-mortar merchants supply inventory and have a more risk-free way to stock their shelves. I'll turn it over to Marcelo to tell us what you're working on.
Yes, well, first of all, thanks for having me here. It's great to be here and talk a little bit about Faire. So Faire, we came into the market and like just to talk a little bit about this story or
Sure.
how we got into this market. One of my co-founders, Max, back many years ago, decided that on the side, he had a job in technology and consulting company.
Yeah.
And he decided on the side he wanted to try to build a company distributing a product in the US. And the product was actually a physical umbrella. Like, very high-end, cool umbrella that's manufactured in New Zealand, has very cool shapes. They claim it doesn't break with wind.
It's windy over there, I guess.
Yeah, so they tried to bring this product to the market in the US, and like everybody else, they went to Google and searched how do I distribute a product in the US.
Right.
And they found out what's available. There are two ways of distributing products. The first one is to hire sales reps. So you go to a sales agency, pay them a retainer, hire them, make a contract, and they will have all the salespeople that go around selling your product. And the other way is to go to trade shows. So you fly somewhere like Atlanta or New York or Las Vegas, bring all your products, pay a lot of money for a booth, and try to find people that are actually looking for umbrellas. They are, in this case, store owners that are looking for umbrellas, which
doesn't seem that efficient.
It's a small percentage of people that are going to walk by that's actually going to be looking to buy an umbrella. But that's how the market works, and that's how you get your product into the market. Of course, they try to sell online as well, but that's even harder. You need a lot of money to actually make people find yourself.
Yeah, go direct to consumer, you mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and they realized that when they actually managed to put products, their umbrella into like small stores, like local retail shops, that's the best place. That's where it works the best. It's just very hard to do because the shop owners have all of this anxiety bringing in new products.
Right.
Because they have to buy wholesale, they have to buy a large quantity, there are minimums, they have to pay up front in most cases, they cannot return these items. So whenever they buy a new product and it doesn't work in their stores, they're stuck with sometimes thousands of dollars of inventory that they either have to mark down and waste time and money getting rid of, or what happens more often is they leave it on the shelves until it actually sells years later. And if they make too many of these mistakes, they go out of business. So by doing this umbrella business, he realized that this market is broken. There's definitely more efficient ways of doing this, but
For sure.
we didn't know what it was. And he went and joined Square, where we met. So we all, the co-founders of Faire, all worked at Square, where we built this Cash App product. And we understand
Before
more.
that, you were a Googler, right?
Before that, I was at Google, yes, and built some cool products there. So I have been working with myself. I have been working with technology for a very long time.
Sure.
To manage it all. But so at Square, we really learned a lot more about small businesses, their needs, how to reach them, how to build products that are scalable for them, and like combining the knowledge we gained at Square with this idea of this trying to fix the distribution of products. And also, like, especially when we got to like 2016, 2017, there was an explosion of online data, right? All these small stores, they all have a web presence. And the manufacturers as well, even the smaller manufacturers. So combining all of those factors, the fact that we have all this data available and all these even small merchants and manufacturers are online, we decided that it was time for us to do something about it, to help the distribution, add a lot of efficiencies to this market. And then we struggled a bit in the early days, but our goal was really like to get these small stores, local stores, and what do we need to do to help them thrive, for them to be more successful. And the reality is they survived big box stores. They survived the online Amazons of the world, basically by offering unique products and having like a special treatment to their customers and creating an experience. But they can use more. They have no data. They have no support. So we came and we looked from their point of view at the marketing, and we asked ourselves, what can we do to help stores be more successful? And the main thing is that the main answer that we got is like, okay, why don't the stores have the benefits that an online customer has today?
Sure.
Why are they not buying online?
Yeah.
And the reality is they're not buying online because, as I said earlier, they have all this anxiety bringing new products.
Well, there's high risk, as you said.
And going online only amplifies that, right?
Yeah.
Because now going online, not only you have all of those anxieties of buying products that don't work, you're also buying products just by looking at 5 or 6 images without any data behind them.
And then buying wholesale.
And then buying wholesale
yeah.
the same way they have no confidence in who is this manufacturer. They've never met this person face to face and so on. And we decided, and we asked ourselves, how do we break that? How do we make that work? And the answer was like, well, we need to give them benefits that they never had before.
Yeah.
And that's when we came up with the system that are ideally, if you think of a local store, they are buying products that they put on the shelves, and these products are selling with a decent frequency, right?
Yeah.
So we asked ourselves, how do we make that a reality? And the answer that we came up with after a lot of experimentation was, well, let's let them try the products, right?
Yeah.
Not only that, but as we grow and we build a bigger business, we'll have a lot more data. So we came up with this concept of try before you buy, where we allow these local stores to buy products, and we give them today next 60 terms, so they can pay us 60 days later, and they can return anything that doesn't sell or whatever reason they think it doesn't work in their stores within those 60 days. And on top of that, we not only let them buy all these products and try them, we also recommend products that we're using all the data that we have on the market, have strong conviction that's going to sell and perform very well in their stores.
Right, because you have an incentive to make sure they're good products too, right? So they don't get returned.
Exactly, because on the other side of our marketplace, right, we also connect all these manufacturers, or what we call makers in our platform, to these stores. We also add a lot of benefit on the other side. We don't give these products back to these makers, right? If you think from the makers on our platform on the other side, again, before Faire, as I said, with Max and Umbrellas, he had to go to trade shows or he had to hire sales reps. And there's a lot of other things he had to do, right? When you get a sale on a trade show or via a sales rep, you actually responsible for everything else that happens after the sale. You have to do the fulfillment, you have to do customer support, and most importantly, you have to get paid.
Yes.
Like you have to go after getting paid, and if you don't, there isn't much you can do.
Well, I think sometimes it's even worse than that.
Exactly,
it's crazy.
Right? So bigger stores have always had this sort of benefits.
Exactly, yeah.
And these smaller makers and smaller retailers never had this. And our main plan, like our vision for the future, is that we're going to really level the playing field. We're going to give the small retail, local shops, the benefits that big box stores and big retailers and big manufacturers have by collectively using their buying power and making them look like a much larger business.
And I think most importantly, it's working.
It's been working, yes.
What are the numbers like that you can share?
The last numbers that we released, we have over 9,000 makers selling on our platform, and we have over 70,000 retail shops buying from us.
Amazing.
And since last October, before when we started, we were focused mostly in the United States. So both makers and retailers were 98% of them were in the United States. In October, we launched the retail side of our business in Canada as well.
Oh, cool.
And
but still sourcing from the U.S.
Sourcing from the U.S. But no, a little bit before that, we started to launch the maker side everywhere in the world.
I see.
So today we are in over 60 countries already.
That makes sense.
With makers, and they ship to the U.S. and Canada.
Wow. So, obviously you and I have talked offline before, but a huge part of this must be getting your algorithms right so that you're not stuck holding the bag with all the unsold inventory.
Exactly. Like we are giving all those benefits, and the beauty of our marketplace is really that we are only successful as a company if we make it work. So if both the retail side and the maker side of our marketplace are successful, we are going to be successful. If they're not, we are also failing as a business.
Exactly.
So we have to really deliver on the promise of like sourcing inventory that's going to sell, and again, and that's why we do a very good job, and we put a lot of efforts into who we onboard on the platform. Right? We
Right.
don't let anybody come in and sell things. We put a lot of effort in making sure the makers that join our platform are reliable.
Makes sense.
They build good products. Their products are trendy, and people want to buy those products. If it's a product that, like the umbrella, if you see it in a store and you actually
Yeah.
are looking for umbrella, it's a product that will satisfy you, like that you will want to buy as a consumer.
And that way retailers will trust you too, right? They know everything they buy from Faire is good.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we're coming up on our time today, so thanks so much for doing this again. How can a merchant get started with Faire right now?
Yes, so if you go to www.faire.com, we have links to apply as a maker, and it's very easy to join as a retailer. We require very little information. Sometimes we ask a little bit more, mostly for the benefit of the retailers themselves, so that we can match products with the categories and types of products that they're looking for.
Yep.
Again, it's a very simple application, and you can get your credit limits to buy with Net60 and your free returns very easily.
Awesome.
In the US and Canada.
Makes me want to start a store.
I hear that a lot.
Okay. Well, once again, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure.